Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome back to the Larson Ice Center on behalf of the Brookings Ice Skating Association. We're hosting the Dakota Premier Classic Tournament, and this is their championship game. On the visiting team on the scoreboard, we have the Warbirds, and on the home team, we have the Brookings Rangers. We're going to announce the players, starting with the visiting team. Wearing number 1, Brayton Bauer. Number 3, Jackson McGregor. Wearing number 7, William Penfield. Number 8, Miguel Bernard. Number 10, Hunter Hogan. Number 11, Cam Hogan. Number 12, Lucas Dennis. Number 13, Harper Jones. Wearing 14, Brendan Cunningham. Number 18, Tyler Wiley. Number 28, Rex Beaver. Number 38, Connor Peters. 78, Samuel Oakley. Number 87, Houston Smith.
Yeah.
88,
The announcer is reading off the names, but they're getting the numbers wrong.
89, Nehemiah O'Brien. And number 96, Michael McDaniel. And for the Rangers, we have number 1, Neil Trickstaff. Wearing sweater number 2, Isaac Handel.
It's funny how annoyed Sam looked by them getting his number wrong. Yeah, Kyler didn't even skate out because he wasn't.
Number 6, Jason Reddy. Number 7,
Yeah.
Kate Weber. Number 10, Atwood Ahmed. Number 11, Cannon Friedrich. Number 15, Mauer Bartley. Number 17, Maxton Jackson. Number 19, Nolan Hookman. Number 24, Jack Loveseth. Number 27, Mason Beers. And number 28, Rehong Lee. Please rise as we play the national anthem. Let's play hockey.
So we get to play the home team in their own tournament here, folks. So hopefully we'll have a good game and a lot of action. Start the game, it looks like we'll have Smith, O'Brien, Hunter, Patefield, and Jones. Brian will take the opening face-off here. Brookings wins it back to their blue liner. They go to the far side of the ice, bank it off the boards. Awkward bounce off the stanchion, though. Smith takes it in, near side circle, all the way through the dot, backhand shot, and a nice save by the Brookings goaltender. Over by the announce booth, it just took a weird straight off bounce, like a perpendicular bounce off the boards. Battling for that as O'Brien comes back to Patefield. Patefield board pass to Hunter, near side wall. Hunter side of the circle, dekes through the circle. Smith puts it down towards the crease. Brookings takes over the loose puck, send it up the far wall. Try to bank it up and out, but that's cut off by Jones. Puck comes up all the way and out for an icing. Now we have McDaniel, Hunter, Smith, Cunningham, and O'Brien. O'Brien will take the face-off near side dot down in the Brookings end. Wins it back to Cunningham. Cunningham, quick shot. His stick gets blocked and it deflects the puck over to the far wall. Smith drops it to the corner for O'Brien. O'Brien battling for that puck. Brookings changes directions, come over to the near side wall. McDaniel cuts him off top of the circle, battling for the loose puck still. He drops it down to Smith. Smith bottom of the near side circle. Walks it down below the net, slot pass, loose in front, shot by Hunter, goes wide right, and the Brookings goaltender covers. So now we have Cam, Wiley, Coakley, McDaniel, and Cunningham still in on D here. Cam's going to take the face-off far side dot, Brookings end, goes over to the side of the circle. Brookings takes it below their own net. They put on the brakes and go out to the blue line. Cunningham comes over, cuts them off just outside of the zone. Brookings gets a loose puck in their own zone. Come over to the near side wall. They try to stretch it up the boards. Coakley smacks that around on the blue line. Coakley pushes it into the zone, tries to pass to himself. Can't quite get the loose puck deep to himself. Here comes Brookings the other direction. Brookings top of the near side circle. They trace the circle to the bottom. Slot pass goes all the way through. Coakley gives chase, trying to poke it out, but Brookings dumps it down in to that far corner. Cunningham lays a nice check down in that corner. The loose puck goes to Cam. Cam gets tripped up, and Patefield sends it to Cam. Cam to Patefield, and now Wiley drops down in, trying to get a hold of this puck. Patefield comes out with it. Board pass out into neutral ice to himself here. Now he's battling with three Brookings players. Helping him out on the bottom side is Wiley. Brookings trying to dig it out. Poked down into the Brookings zone by Patefield, and we go for a laundry change here. All the way up, cut off at the blue line by Weaver. He pushes it down into the Brookings zone. Brookings, and they're near the far side corner, send it up that far wall. And, oh, we got a whistle because the net came off, and that plagued us yesterday on this rink, so hopefully it won't be a problem today. Had maybe 5 whistles for off nets yesterday. That's no fun for anybody. Brown sends it over. Patefield gets it. He walks it into the zone. Quick shot and a nice save by Brookings. They drop it at the bottom of the far circle, change directions. Board pass underneath the net all the way up the near side. Patefield goes to play it. Brookings on the blue line trying to poke it out, and they do. Dennis is right there. Brookings pulls it out top side, though, and they dump it down into our zone. All the way into that far corner. Jones gives chase, gets tied up with Brookings. Brookings wraps the net, battling it with it for Cole Brown. Cole Brown gets it to Jones, I believe, and Jones sends it up to Dennis. Dennis tries to clear, but Brookings sends it right back down below the net. Oh, Patefield's going to go to the box for a tripping. Not with malicious intent, folks, but Patefield gets his stick wrapped around a skate there, and so we'll go to the penalty kill. 12-12 left in the first period here. And if you're just tuning in for today's game and you haven't watched the rest of the tournament, you cannot ice on the penalty kill, so you have to get up out of the zone legitimately. O'Brien will take this face off. He wins it over the wall to Cunningham. Cunningham sends it up and out, but this will go for an icing. Oh no, they call out the icing. Hunter Hogan is going to get to this puck first. He chops it towards the crease here. Can't quite get a twig on it. Brookings tries to clear. Hunter breaks it up. Hunter's still playing with 3 Brookings players down there. And now they finally send it up the near side wall to almost the blue line here. Clear it out to the neutral ice, but it's cut off by O'Brien. O'Brien pushes it back into the Brookings zone. Excellent penalty kill here so far. O'Brien dumps it all the way down below their net. Brookings gathers, sends a near side board pass. Mishandled just a little bit on the blue line. They send a pass right to punt Hunter here. Now they get it towards our blue line and poke it into the zone, but offside. So great start to the penalty kill here. We spent more time in their zone than they have in neutral ice. So now we have Smith, Wiley, Jones, and McDaniel. Smith will take the face-off here. Brookings wins it back to the red line. They dump it down into that far corner. wraps below the net. McDaniel will get there first. He battles for the puck, gets all tied up in the corner. Wiley drops down to help him. McDaniel still hopping over the puck, battling for it with his skates. McDaniel down on top of the puck, trying to dig it out as Brookings. Wiley pokes it back to the board. He pins it up. A good delay of time here on the penalty kill, holding it on that wall. McDaniel and Wiley doing a good job of burning seconds here down in our zone. Burning. Brookings is trying to pull it out. Finally, it goes up the wall. McDaniel's going to come out with it, and he sends it all the way down for an icing. And they called a touch, no icing. So we're going to burn the rest of this penalty down in their end, most likely. Coakley pokes it off a stick, intercepted by Smith, goes to Coakley, top of the slot, quick shot wide left of the net. Smith right there for the rebound, battling for it inside on this near corner. Coakley turns it into the corner again, tries to deke through the circle. Puck goes down to Smith, bottom of the circle, pass to Coakley, quick shot, and a nice save by the Brookings goaltender. And that's how you kill a penalty, folks. Spent a lot of time in their zone when we were shorthanded, and I love to see that. So now we have Brown, Patefield, Peters, Coakley, and Cunningham. Puck goes over to the far corner. Coakley gives chase, works it along the wall here. He gets pinned up by Brookings. Brown drops down to help him. Coakley comes out with it, tries to get it to the net front, but it gets caught up on the back of the frame here. Cunningham drops down in, sends it below the net. Coakley gives chase, Brownie topside, and puck trickles all the way to Patefield. Patefield battles for it side of the circle on the near side of the ice, and the puck gets rimmed all the way to the far side. Cunningham gives chase. Coakley battling for that puck on the blue line. Comes out into neutral ice, and Coakley dumps for an icing. Or an offside. Sorry, folks. So now we have Cam, Weaver, Dennis, McDaniel, and McGregor, I believe. Puck goes through McGregor on the faceoff win. Brookings giving chase. McDaniel off to the races, battling for that puck down below the net. He gets pinned up in the wall. Brookings, slot pass, poked away by Dennis. Down on the red line on that far side of the ice. Brookings works it to the corner. Poked off by McGregor, who banks it up the wall to the blue liner of Brookings. Brookings, quick shot, nice leg pad save, big rebound. Another leg pad save by Bauer. And McGregor in that corner. McDaniel in the crease battling for that puck. And Brookings puts it in the net. Huh? Just right in the crease on the far side. So now we have O'Brien, Smith, Hunter Hogan, Patefield, and Jones. Hunter, near side wall, banks it down into the Brookings zone. Smith races down there topside, trying to break that up. Hogan backside. Puck's rimmed around to that far corner. Brookings gets there first. High bounce pass up and out. And that was touched by Jones, I believe. Comes all the way to Bauer. Bauer stretches it up to Hunter. Hunter centering pass to O'Brien. O'Brien pokes it through all the way down to the far corner of Brookings. Brookings gets the loose puck first. They rim it around. Hunter cuts it off at the wall right on the side of the circle. He's battling for that puck. Goes through the faceoff dot. Comes out to Patefield. Patefield drops it down to Smith. Smith in that near side corner battling for the puck. He comes out with it, dekes it towards the bottom of the net here. And he's battling with Hunter over in that corner. O'Brien gets the loose puck. He dumps it down into that corner in the scrum again. And Brookings sends it right into Smith. He tries a slot pass, broken up by Brookings. And over into that far corner. Brookings in the far face-off circle, walking up along the side, deep towards the center. And here comes Brookings, 3-on-2. 2-on-2, Brookings, one man goes for a change. They shoot wide left of the net. Puck comes up to Smith. Smith is gonna try to stretch it out. Oh no, he holds on to it. And Brookings pokes it off down on that far board. Jones goes to Smith. Smith, high arcing pass, bounces all the way down into the Brookings zone. We go for a change here. Brookings stretches it up to the blue line here, walking along that far wall and dump it into the zone. Cunningham will get to the loose puck first. He banks it up the wall, battling for it is Smith. Smith, cross ice pass to Hunter. Hunter, quick deke, puts it down, or Brown, quick deke, puts it down into the zone. Sorry, not Hunter, Brown. And Brookings rims it around to that far corner. Brookings tries to stretch it up. It hits Cam. Cam dumps it down below. And Cole Brown going to give front side chase on this puck. Comes up to the blue line. Brookings clears over to the far wall. Cunningham to the loose puck first. Has his stick pop though in the bottom of the circle. Quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. Over in this near side corner, McDaniel pops it up to Brown. Brown trying to push it up the wall here. Down into the Brookings zone. Oh, and they lose the puck. Coakley, quick shot and a save Big rebound though. Brown gets the puck in that far corner, sends it up the wall to Coakley. Coakley cuts it off, sends it back to Brown, but the puck is rimmed around to the near side corner. Near side corner, Brookings centering pass into center ice. Here comes Brookings, 2-on-2. Cunningham back, doing a nice job pushing that puck to the outside. McDaniel, nice check below the net. Loose puck over to the near side corner. Brown lays a check. McDaniel gets the puck off the check, sends it to Brown along the near side boards. Oh, and a shot from Brookings just goes wide left, and they dump it down, trying to get below the net. Wiley gives chase, lays a nice check, and Brown comes out with the puck. Bounce pass up to Coakley. Coakley walks it up in neutral ice, trying to poke it through here. Battling for that puck along with Wiley. Both of them battling. Wiley comes out with it. Wiley goes towards the zone. Quick shot right on net. Nice save by Brookings. That was all the way from the red line, that shot was. Here comes Brookings, near side circle. They send a pass across the ice. That's going to find Jones. Jones tries to clear, but Brookings is able to push it through on that far wall. From the dot, quick shot, and a nice glove save by Bauer. 6:26 left in the first, and the Warbirds are down 1-0 to the Rangers here. Brookings Rangers. So we have O'Brien, Smith, Patefield, Hunter, and Jones. Jones sends it down below the net to Patefield. Patefield goes up to Smith. Smith walks it all the way through neutral ice, over the red line, all the way down into the zone. Through the dot, quick shot, big rebound in front. Comes to Jones. Jones tries to get a shot up and can't. Puck pushed into neutral ice out to Patefield. Patefield goes to Hunter, and Hunter sends it to Smith, who dumps it down into the zone. O'Brien gives chase into the near side corner here. Battling for that puck right on the side of the circle. Hunter sends it to Smith. Smith tries to send it to the slot for Hunter. O'Brien gets a hold of it. Quick shot, big rebound still. Puck still loose, goes over to the far wall and banked up and out by Brookings. And Patefield chases this all the way back. Icing has already been called off. Oh, Patefield loses an edge, goes down, so Brookings will have this loose puck. Slot pass over to the far side. Nice save by Bauer. Loose puck goes to Smith. And Smith walks it up the near side wall. Smith all the way down into the zone. Bank pass trying to go to himself. Can't get it there. Brookings cuts it off. And here comes Brookings the other direction. McDaniel and Cunningham back. Cunningham, a nice poke check. Brookings gets a shot, and it's saved by Bauer over to the near side wall. And now O'Brien, Brown, and McDaniel are battling for it. McDaniel down in that corner with an active stick, just keeping it away from Brookings. Near side wall goes to Brown. Brown goes to O'Brien, and O'Brien slaps it up into neutral ice, but the loose puck will go to Brookings. And here comes Brookings on the far wall. They dump it all the way down. Cunningham gives chase over to the near side corner, down below the net, and Cunningham lays a big check on Brookings. And O'Brien sends it all the way down on net just to give us some room here. And that was a smart heads-up play by O'Brien. Cole Brown all the way down the ice, near side corner, battling for that puck. Coakley off the bench comes in. He's battling for it over on that far wall. Cam tries to poke it loose, and Brookings rims it around to the near side, trying to clear it up the wall past McDaniel. A centering pass just goes out to neutral ice. Cunningham will get to the loose puck first. Cunningham walks it into the zone. Coakley right there with him. Coakley dumps it down below the net. Brown will go to the near side corner trying to get this puck. Brookings works it up the wall, trying to get an up and out, but it is cut off by Cam. Cam and Coakley right there. Puck comes to Patefield. Patefield backhands it to neutral ice, and Patefield gets the puck again on the Brookings dump attempt. He sends it up to Brown, and Brown sends a shot on goal, deflected over to the near side wall, and Brookings dumps it out to Jones. Jones gathers this puck, sends it off the near side wall to Patefield. Patefield runs into Brown, trying to go up the wall here. Puck poked loose to Wiley. Wiley tries to poke it in the zone, but Brookings comes out with it on our side of the ice. They walk it to the top of the far circle, put on the brakes, change directions, and up to their blue liner, who dumps it down into this near side corner. Battling for it is Patefield. Patefield loses another edge here, and Peters sends it all the way out. Brookings touched it, and it slowly rolls into their zone. So we got Peters, Dennis, and Hunter out there right now. Stretch pass by Brookings. Brookings works it up that far circle. Patefield pushing it to the outside. Quick shot, and a nice save by Bauer. .3:18 left in the first period, and Brookings is up 1-0 on the Birds. So now we have O'Brien, Cunningham, Weaver, McDaniel, and Smith. Cunningham battling in that far corner for the puck. Goes below the net to McDaniel. McDaniel has a stretch pass here. He gets Smith. Smith dekes towards the middle of the zone. Smith with a little bit of room, but the puck just rolls past the red line. Tries to get a slot pass to Weaver and can't get it there. Battling for it is Cunningham. Cunningham checks the player down to the ice from behind. We may have got lucky on a call for that one. McDaniel battles for it, trying to send it down to Smith. Smith goes to Hunter. Hunter goes over to Smith. Smith tries to go back to Hunter, but the backhand pass is broken, or Weaver, sorry. Not Hunter, Weaver. Weaver down there in that far corner battling with Cunningham. And Brookings goes down below their own net. McDaniel right there drops it to Smith. No, goes all the way over to Weaver in that far corner again. And Brookings sends it all the way up and out for an icing. And we'll have a face-off down in their end with 2:28 left in the first period. Thank you, sorry.
He's just doing lots of good work. I wanted him to get credit.
Yeah. So now we have Cam, Hunter, Coakley, Patefield, and Jones. Cam wins the face-off forward. Brookings tries to wrap it below their own net. Coakley gets a little contact on it, but they come up the near side boards. Brookings in neutral ice. They take the red line and dump all the way over to that far corner. It's going to roll past Jones to Coakley. Coakley tries to bank it up the wall. Poked loose by Brookings. Coakley just airmails it down the ice. Awkward bounce along the bench, but it will go for an icing. So now we have O'Brien, Cam, Hunter, Jones, I think, and Patefield. Yep, puck goes down to Jones. He goes underneath the net for Patefield. Patefield looks to stretch it up to Cam. Cam gets the puck, top of the circle. He has to dodge the official there. Cross ice pass to Hunter. Hunter on the top of the circle has it poked off, and Brookings has a 3-on-2 rush here. Try to poke it through Jones, and Jones just puts it into the wall with a one-handed stick twalk. Down to the near side corner, O'Brien tries to push it up the wall. Cam comes over, gets a nice stick block on a shot attempt by Brookings. Jones tries to clear it on the wall, slot pass, and a shot from Brookings, and Hunter pulls it out on the rebound, and here comes Hunter. Hunter dekes towards the center, goes through a couple of players, then has it poked over to that far wall. Hunter goes down to O'Brien. O'Brien, quick shot on net, bounced up off the leg pad, and Brookings out into neutral ice. They clear it up, and over on the far side of the ice, Cunningham battles for that puck. Quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. We need a center here. O'Brien goes back out to center this puck. O'Brien, Smith, Wiley, McDaniel, and Cunningham. And they're going to have Smith take the face-off. Comes over, Brookings drops it to that far side wall. Now they send it down to that far corner. Cunningham banks it up for Smith. Smith is going to try to battle through it here. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Puck trickles across for Wiley. Wiley doing a good job getting that puck out of our zone. Wiley pushes it up into neutral ice. McDaniel on the backside gets that attempt to clear by Brookings, and he dumps it down in to the zone. Smith gives backside chase. He breaks up that puck. Smith comes out with it, and he tries to change directions, gets checked into the boards. Over on the far wall, Cunningham drops in, trying to get that puck. Coming over is Wiley. Wiley keeping the zone there momentarily. Now Brookings is able to get it out. Backside chase. Cunningham is able to poke it off the stick twice there. Good job, Cunningham. And he pokes it up that far wall. Now they wrap it down along the near side here. Wiley should get to this puck. Yeah, Wiley goes to McDaniel. Oh, and a bad pass there. Now O'Brien comes out with it. O'Brien walks to the red line, dumps it down in the zone gently here. And I think he was actually behind the red, but no call because it was such a gentle dump. And O'Brien and Smith are battling for it down below the Brookings net. Weaver drops down to run some interference. Smith comes out, a slot pass. Smith to Jones at the top of the crease, and he just buries it in the top of the net. And we have a 1-1 tie.
That was a great look by Jones to recognize nobody's
I'm going to let you know real quick about fundtherink.org. Remont wants to do some renovations on their ice rink, needs to do some renovations on their ice rink. So if you go to fundtherink.org, you can learn all about that and make donations to their program. And I want to thank anybody that has heard me say that over the last couple of broadcasts and has gone and donated. We really appreciate any help that you guys can give. We love practicing at Sidner. It's been a great year, and we just hope to continue to have an ice rink there that's up to quality standards.
And repairs and upgrades at Sidner help.
Yeah, yeah. So to start the second, we're going to have O'Brien, Smith, Hunter, Jones, and Patefield. O'Brien will center this face-off for us. Wins it back to Patefield. Oh, Patefield just mishandles right on the dot. Brookings comes away with the loose puck. Smith backside putting pressure, but Brookings dumps it down underneath the net for Jones. Jones banks it up the near side wall to Smith. Smith tries to go O'Brien. O'Brien trying to bank it out. Brookings cuts that off, and we're just doing some no-look passes right there that didn't get to where they needed to go here. Now Patefield sends it high and out to Hunter. Hunter battling on that far board. He tries to go to O'Brien, gets tied up in the wall, and we go left side. So now we have Cam, Wiley, Coakley, McDaniel, and Cunningham. Cam will take the face-off just outside the Brookings zone. Cam pushes it into the zone. Brookings quickly clears all the way down to Bauer. Bauer's going to cover, and we'll have a face-off in our end. Cam for the face-off, far dot, and our end. Brookings drops to their blue liner. They send it down to that far corner, change directions, walk it to the bottom of the circle. Quick shot off the side of the net. Brookings gathers a loose puck below the net. Cam lays a check, trying to get that puck. Coming up the wall, Cunningham goes to Coakley. Coakley quick deke towards the center. Bank pass to himself, all the way down into the Brookings zone. Wiley gives chase. Wiley down below the net. Oh, nice. Wiley picks his pocket down in that corner. Puck comes up to Cam. Cam sends it back to Wiley. Wiley bottom of the circle, trying to get a slot pass there. Can't quite get it off. Tied up down, comes to Cam at the bottom of the circle. Quick shot, big rebound in front, and Brookings gets it. They try to put it past McDaniel, and McDaniel dumps for an offside. So now we have Brown, Weaver, Peters, Patefield, and Jones, I believe, battling for it on the far wall. Brown and Peters. Brookings pokes it through. Jones ties him up. Puck comes all the way down. Patefield battles for that loose puck below the net. He drops it to Jones. Brookings comes out with it. Quick shot on net. Now Patefield has it again. Bottom of the circle. Bank pass up to Peters. Peters tries to clear it out of the zone over on that far wall, but Brookings dumps it down all the way to the near side corner. Jones gives chase. Battles for that puck. Gets it up to Weaver. And Brookings sends it right back down into the zone. Patefield banks it up, trying to get Weaver. Brookings pushes it back to that corner. Patefield, nice poke off the puck there. Jones takes it below his net. Bank pass up to Peters. Peters has Weaver up ahead. Just goes through the end of Weaver's stick. And Brookings takes over the loose puck and neutral ice and dumps it down into our zone again. Patefield will chase this down below the net. Patefield does a good job digging it out. Brown tries to push it through. And Brown, top of the circle, stretch pass across to Weaver, low angle here. But they call off the icing. Weaver puts pressure on the puck. Brookings sends it over to the far corner. And then they stretch it up the wall, work it towards the center of the ice. Now they come to the near side. Hunter looking for a check there, and Brookings dumped before he could complete that. Battling for it is Cunningham and O'Brien. O'Brien below the net up to Smith. Smith backhand down into the zone, but this will go for an icing, I believe. And it does. So now we have O'Brien, Smith, Hunter, Cunningham, and McDaniel. O'Brien face off, bird's end, far dot, sends it hard into the wall and out of the zone. Brookings gathers, sends it, errant pass all the way down the zone. O'Brien's gonna be right on top of this puck. He lays a nice check. Smith behind him is able to poke it down into the corner, battling for it, goes over to the far wall. Hunter, he'll put pressure on that puck. He battles for it, comes out with it, bottom side, sends it to Smith. Smith to O'Brien, back to Smith, below the net, back to O'Brien. O'Brien walks it, goes up to McDaniel. McDaniel, quick wrister, right along the ice, big rebound to the near side boards, and they pop it up and out past Cunningham. McDaniel all the way back in the zone, and Brookings tries to dump. They go off of Hogan, Hunter Hogan, and now they send a shot. Nice leg pad save. Cunningham battling for that puck here along with O'Brien. O'Brien down in the corner, puck goes below the net. O'Brien chases it all the way around. He gets checked up into the boards. McDaniel comes over to help. Still O'Brien, a quick slot pass, and a nice save by Bauer, and the loose puck comes to Hunter. Hunter walking it all the way up and out along the near wall. Hunter dumps it into the zone, all the way down to the boards, pokes it to himself, and over to Smith. Smith, back to Hunter, and a score! Hunter goes to Smith over in the corner, and Smith returns the favor to Hunter in the slot, and he puts that puck home. Now we have Brown, Cam, and Dennis. Dennis banks it off the far wall, trying to battle it up there. Patefield trying to send it out of our zone, changes directions. Now he does put it up and out. Slow rolling puck all the way down for an icing. So now we have Patefield, Dennis, Cam, Jones, and McDaniel. Jones. Jones sends it to Patefield. Patefield on this near side wall, banks it up to Dennis. Dennis turns it, tries to get it through neutral ice. Brookings cuts it off. They walk it into the zone. Loose puck comes all the way to the corner though. Patefield backhander to the bottom of the circle. Now he gets a deflection up in the air, bottom of the circle. Brookings trying to come out with it. And it's brought out by Brown, who goes up to Dennis. Dennis pushes it through neutral ice. He gets cut off, but Cam comes over to help him out here. And Brookings pushes it to the center of the ice. Brownie doing a good job back checking there, breaking it up. Here comes Patefield. Patefield drops it to Cam. Cam walks it into the zone. Oh! They called Patefield for an off, but he was dragging his toe. I don't know. You think he's off? So now we have O'Brien, Smith, Hunter, Cunningham, and McDaniel. O'Brien wins it back to Cunningham. Cunningham immediately dumps into the near side corner, bounces down below the net. Brookings tries to clear it up the wall. Cunningham lays a check, but Brookings is able to poke it through. O'Brien slaps it off the stick, but it comes all the way down into our zone. O'Brien bank pass up the board. Hunter centering pass to Smith. Smith tries to work it up the wall, can't quite get it through, and Brookings dumps it all the way to that far wall. McDaniel, a nice quick pass to O'Brien, and McDaniel gets smothered in the wall by Brookings on that puck. Hunter drops down, trying to play that puck near side wall. Brookings poked away by Smith. Smith over in that near side wall. And Brookings, after a few hard checks by the Birds, they're starting to get a little chippy now too. McDaniel battling for it on that far board, ties it up with his skate. And it's right between McDaniel's legs. Nobody can get a twig on it. It finally trickles out. Brookings gets one at the top of their circle, and here they come. Cunningham, Brookings gets a quick shot past Cunningham here. O'Brien out in neutral ice, takes the red line and dumps. And we go for a full change here while Brookings gathers that puck. They stretch it up the ice, but they don't get a twig on it, so it's going to come all the way to Jones, who's fresh off the bench. Jones sends it across right in front of our own net. Patefield banks it up, trying to get Coakley. Coakley trying to push through on this wall. Coakley still pushing that puck along with Wiley, trying to dig it out. Coakley, Brown, and Wiley. And Brookings pushes it toward the blue line, still battling for it right on that line. Brookings comes out backside, and Brown and Coakley smother him. Brown goes across the ice to McDaniel. McDaniel walks it up on that far red line, goes to Coakley, and puck bounces out and back in, and we'll have an offside. So McGregor comes in for Jones here. Wiley will take the face-off just outside the Brookings zone. Wiley pushes it into the zone. Coakley puts pressure on the puck. Near side bank pass by Brookings out to the red line. Brown drops across the ice here. Down below the net. Patefield gets it. He rims it up, trying to get Brown, but Brookings dumps it right back down in over to this near side corner. They try a slot pass. Broken up by Wiley. Nice play by Wiley to get his stick there. And Brown pushing it up down into the zone, gets tripped up, and the Birds will have a power play. Hooked. Sorry, Brown got hooked there. So 8:10 left in the second period, and the Birds are up 2-1. Hook, yep. So now we have O'Brien, Smith, Hunter, Patefield, and McDaniel. O'Brien for the faceoff, wins it right to Hunter. He drops it to McDaniel. McDaniel back to Hunter. Hunter to McDaniel at the point. Back to Hunter, but just a slow pass there. And so now it goes down into the circle. We're battling for possession of the puck now down below the net. Dropping over to the far side of Smith. Puck comes up to McDaniel. McDaniel sends it across the ice, but nobody is there. Hunter was dropping back to help. And now they try to clear it out. Brookings does. Brookings shorthanded, taking on McDaniel. Quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. Brookings fans were not happy because Hunter tripped up one of their skaters there, but it was the skater that poked at the puck after it was covered. Yeah. So now we have Cam, Jones, Coakley, Cunningham, and Brown. Goes down below the net. Cunningham walks it up, goes to Cam. Here comes Cam across the red line. Brownie on the blue line waiting for it. Cam pushes it all the way down in, loses it on the side of the circle, and Jones touches that puck, so we have to race back. No icing. Cunningham will get to this loose puck first. Wraps it below his own net, stretch pass up to Coakley, Cam, and we poke it back in the zone unintentionally. Cam goes to himself. Cam walking the puck up through the center of the ice, just kind of a slow motion play right now. Now Cam puts it into the zone, but Brookings gets a stick on it. But Brown is able to keep the zone, tries to send it down to Cam, and he does. Cam dumps it below the net all the way over to this near side wall. Coakley gives chase. Brown cuts it off at the wall. Coakley trying to get a hold of that puck on the top of the circle there. Bank pass off the wall, stick down by Jones, but it comes out into neutral ice. Cunningham to Jones. Oh, Jones battling for that puck. Luckily, he's able to poke it to Cunningham. Cunningham walks it forward to Coakley. Coakley into the zone. Quick loose puck deep. Coakley gives chase. Slot pass. Oh, Brown can't quite get it on the frame there. And up the wall, McDaniel sends a shot that's deflected clear down into the corner. We go for a whole change here. Brookings gathers the puck. Centering pass goes to the far wall. Smith bats it down into that face-off circle on that far side. And now Patefield near side is going to try to cut this off along with Hunter. But Brookings is able to clear, goes all the way down to McDaniel. McDaniel stretch pass up to Smith. Smith walks it into the zone right away. Little saucer pass to Nemo, goes just wide left of the net. And did the net come off again? Jeez. So the net comes off again, and we'll have a face-off in the Brookings zone. O'Brien for the face-off. Brookings wins it back to the near side corner there. They dump it below the net. Smith is going to try to cut this off along with Patefield. Patefield blocks it with his skate. Smith trying to dig it out on the top side here. Sends it down below the net. Brookings all the way over to the far side. McDaniel goes to cut it off. Hunter keeps the zone, and he just airmails it. Played with a high stick by O'Brien. And Brookings has to touch it. No, I know it's a high stick, but if they refuse to play it, do we still go clear the hell down here? like normally they just keep playing if Brookings would play it.
Right, but Brookings refused to touch it, so why did they?
Yeah, if we're not touching the puck, we're getting them the opportunity, then why does it come all the way down? I don't know if that's the rule or not. We win the faceoff. Cunningham takes it below the net, banks it up the boards. Brookings cuts it off, tries to send it through the circle, but it's cut off by Weaver. Weaver trying to pull it out, and does. Weaver in a neutral ice bank pass to himself. Here comes Weaver, tracing the circle, quick shot and a nice close save by Brookings. Jones right on the dot, ties it up. Brookings tries to send it up the near side wall. Cunningham immediately dumps all the way to that far corner. Brookings gets the loose puck first though. They try to bank it up and out, but it's kept momentarily by Patefield. But here comes Brookings. Brookings on the rush. They have a man in the slot. Man loose in the slot. Quick shot and a goal. And we just did not get back fast enough on that one. So 2-2 tie, 5:01 left in the second period.
You got the numbers for me? Because I don't have them.
So we have Cam, Coakley, Brown, McDaniel, and Patefield. Faceoff goes to McDaniel. McDaniel quickly dumps it down, sticked onto the net, bounces off the back frame here. Brookings goes below their own net, stretch pass up the near side wall. They walk it all the way up on the far side of the ice and dump it down in. And they go offside. Cole Brown will take this face-off just outside the Bird zone. He wins it to McDaniel. McDaniel bounces it up the ice all the way down in. Cam gives chase. Brookings looks to stop on the bottom of the circle. Cam is able to break that up, sends the puck towards the slot. Can't quite get it there. Brookings pokes it away. Goes up the far wall to McDaniel. McDaniel, he tries a quick wrister, has it poked off. And here comes Brookings. Patefield is back against Brookings. Brookings puts on the brakes. And they go for a full change there. Down below the net, McDaniel gathers that puck. He's going to bank it up to Coakley. Coakley pushes it up the wall here. Trying to battle for it on the side of the circle. McDaniel and Coakley trying to dig that out. Coakley presses them up against the boards, comes out with the puck. He banks it up and out into neutral ice. Brookings will gather the loose puck at the top of their own circle here. They go to the far side of the ice. Brown puts pressure on. They loop it out to neutral ice. That was a hand pass. Yeah, okay. And Brookings gets called for a hand pass. Catches it in the air and drops it behind him for his teammate. You can't do that. So now we have Smith, O'Brien, Hunter, Jones, and Cunningham. Puck goes over to the far wall. Brookings gets a hold of it. They poke it over the red line. Poked off by Jones momentarily. Comes down to O'Brien. O'Brien backhands it up the boards to Hunter. And Brookings sends it right to Smith's stick. Smith, one man to beat here, right through the center, and he does. Poked away by the goaltender, and the puck drops down below the net, but it's still loose. Goes to Smith. Smith, quick backhand shot, and now it's covered by the Brookings goaltender. .334 left in the second. We have a 2-2 tie right now. O'Brien battles for the faceoff, gets tied up on the dot. He drops it to Cunningham. Cunningham, quick wrist shot, a lot of traffic, but a nice glove save by Brookings. O'Brien wins it back to Cunningham again. Another quick wrister goes off the back of a Brookings defenseman there. And here comes Brookings the other direction. Cunningham racing to get back along with Jones. They send the puck right through the slot over to the near side. Banked up the boards by Cunningham. And trying to bank it up and out was Smith. Puck gets tied up though, goes all the way back to Cunningham, trying to clear it on the wall. Smith and Cunningham. Cunningham pushes it up to the blue liner of Brookings. He sends it to the circle. That's broken up by O'Brien. And battling, trying to get it out is still Cunningham over on that side. Pins it up now. Smith gets it, sends it, trying to get it out. Brookings still holds. Now they bank it up out into neutral ice. It trickles all the way down into the end, but goes for an icing. So now we have Brown, Hunter, Weaver, Patefield, and McDaniel. Brown will take the face-off here down in the bird's end on the near side dot. Puck one towards the slot, picked up by Patefield. Patefield stretches it out to neutral ice, goes to Hunter. Hunter's got one man to beat here, puts on the brakes, quick deke, quick shot, and it goes off the side of the net. Brown down below the net gets the rebound, and he's looking for somebody to go to. Brown goes to Weaver. Weaver in the circle gets tied up by Brookings, and they dump it down to the corner. Down below the net, Brookings sends it over to this far wall, or the near side wall. Hunter kicks it back down below the net. Brookings gathers the puck again, and they try to go up the far wall. Puck trickles out to the center. Brookings stretches it up, broke up by Peters for a second there, and Brookings loses it in their skates. Quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. Brown, Weaver, Peters, Jones, and Cunningham. Jones gets the puck off the face-off there. He banks it on the high board. Goes down into the Brookings zone. Peters is giving chase all the way down below the net. Reaching after it, coming over to help him out is Brown and Weaver. Weaver in that near side corner. Brookings sends it up the far wall, looking for a centering pass. Comes all the way to Cunningham. Cunningham changes directions, has a stick pop, but he bounces it down into Brookings zone. Brookings takes it up through the center of the ice again, just across the red line into the zone, top of that far circle. Oh, and they do a spinorama trying to put on the brakes. Jones battling for it. Bottom of the circle, slot pass is broken up by Cunningham. Cunningham trying to go to Weaver, has his pass broken up by Brookings. And underneath the net, Jones stretches it up to Dennis. Dennis a quick deke, trying to send it over to Brownie, just a little bit behind him here. So Cunningham pokes it forward down into the zone. Brookings gets the loose puck. They fan on it. Dennis battling for that puck down in the zone. Quick shot and a nice save by the Brookings goaltender. Over in that far corner, Cam bounces it to himself. Coakley comes to help out, and they get tied up in the corner. And here comes Brookings. Brookings coming back up the ice, and they dump it down in. It's going to go below the net and trickle to Patefield here. Patefield ties it up in the corner. Patefield pokes it up the wall. Coakley gives chase, trying to poke it. He does poke it past two Brookings players out into neutral ice. Oh, and he takes a trip and no call. Oh my goodness. Coakley gets all tied up by a stick and trip. No call. Patefield takes the puck below the net over to the far wall. Dennis drops it back down, trying to go to McDaniel. And McDaniel reverses it up, sends it off of Dennis's skate. Brookings comes out with that puck. Quick shot, saved by Bauer, goes up into the netting. Yeah. Coakley is not happy about that trip. He just said, "Dad, they screwed me over there." O'Brien's battling for it, goes over to the far wall. Jones sends it up to O'Brien. O'Brien ties it up in the corner. Now he goes to Smith. Smith tries to backhand it to Hunter. Can't quite get it out, and the puck comes all the way back to Jones. Jones back up to Smith. Smith handling the puck at the top of the circle, tied up with Brookings. O'Brien able to come help him out. He walks it up, and that's the end of the second period, and I think we'll have a Zam break. Yeah, we will have a Zam break now. So we'll have a 15-minute break in the action, and then we'll come back for a third 15-minute period. So O'Brien, Smith, Hunter, Patefield, and Jones to start the third period, a 2-2 tie with the Brookings Rangers here. O'Brien pushes it forward in the pack. Brookings pulls it out on our side of the ice. They walk it down, far circle, quick shot, tipped up down below the net by Bauer. Nice save, battling for it, near side corner. Patefield sends it up top of the circle. Brookings fans on the puck. Smith pulls it out into neutral ice. Here comes Smith, drops it into the zone. Off the skate of Brookings, Hunter gets it. Oh no, Hunter doesn't get it neutralized. Brookings comes out with it. They dump it down into the corner. Brookings goes for a change. Cunningham, near side corner. Bank pass up the ice, past Brookings. Oh, no offside call there. Hogan wanted it, but we didn't get it. Patefield up to Smith. Smith sends it into neutral ice, and Brookings sends it back in for an offside this time. So now we have Cam, Coakley, Wiley, Cunningham, and McDaniel. Cam wins the face-off to Cunningham. Cunningham to McDaniel. McDaniel bounces it up into the zone, but for an icing. So face-off down in the bird's end after that icing. Cam will take it near side dot. Cam battles, ties it up on the dot. McDaniel trying to pull it out, goes down below the net for Cunningham. Cunningham looks to stretch it up to Coakley. Coakley touches it, can't quite get control of it, down below the net, puts pressure on the puck. Coakley redirects it right towards the slot, goes through the slot, and Brookings takes over. Brookings center ice, down into our zone, top of the circle, and they have an offside as well. We still haven't quite gotten that stretch pass figured out after the face-off winner. Brown wins it back to Jones. Jones banks it out into neutral ice. Brookings grabs it and dumps it right down into our zone, over to the far wall. Weaver will get there first. Puck dumped into the corner. Jones is going to rim it over to Patefield. Patefield, bottom of the near side circle, tries to go to Brown, but it goes all the way to neutral ice, and Brookings takes over the loose puck. They dump it down into the zone again. Jones is going to grab this puck, loses an edge, near side wall. Peters tries to center it and get it out to somebody, but Brookings dumps it down below the net again, and Patefield will gather. Patefield walks it up, banks it up the wall, but this will go, nope, no icing. So Peters gives chase on the front side. Bank pass up the boards, picked off by Brownie. He walks it through the circle on the dot, on the red line, tries to get a pass to Weaver, goes off the goaltender, so technically a shot, I believe, and Hunter sends it down into that far corner. Weaver, near side corner, battles for the puck, comes up to McDaniel. McDaniel tries to drop it back to Weaver, and pushing it through is McDaniel. Quick shot, goes wide right of the net. I think it was deflected, but I'm not sure. That puck dumped down into the corner again by Cunningham, all the way up the near side wall. McDaniel dumps it down to that near corner. Weaver lays a nice check in the corner. Brookings pushes it over to Cunningham, over in that far corner. Cunningham works it down below the net. Helped out by Weaver. Puck trickles through the slot, goes to Cunningham. Cunningham, bottom of the circle, tries to do a deke, can't quite get a hold of it, and Brookings sends it all the way out. And icing is called off. Bauer, stretch pass up to Hunter. Hunter, quick deke on the blue line, trying to get it in and cannot, gets checked. And here comes Brookings down into our zone. Jones gets chased down below the net, tries to poke it through and cannot. Brookings in the near side corner, drop it below the net. Slot pass broken up by O'Brien and sent all the way down the ice for an icing. So now we have Cam, O'Brien, Smith, Patefield, and Jones. O'Brien ties up the face-off on the dot, now dumps it back to that far corner. Jones is battling for it with two Brookings players. O'Brien pulls it out topside, gets it to Cam. Here come Cam and Smith, 2-on-2 with Brookings. Cam walks it into the zone, trying to trace the circle. Cam gets pulled down to the ice here, over in that far corner. They send it up the wall, trying to clear it past Patefield. Patefield chops it down on the wall, puts it down to Cam. Cam's slot pass broken up by Brookings. He was trying for Smith there. Cam still battling for that puck. Deeks on the bottom of the circle. Smith below the net, battling for it. Goes right up the top of the crease. turnaround shot by O'Brien goes wide right over on that far wall. Brookings looking to stretch it up, and it goes to Payfield, who goes right back to Jones. Jones turns it immediately, walks it into the zone on that far wall. Jones trying to push through. Brookings put a check on him though, and they gather the loose puck, wrap it along their own net. Stretch pass across the ice, hits a skate though. Smith tries to gather, but has it poked off his stick. Brookings in center ice. Hunter pokes it off, trickling down to the top of the slot, poked out to the outside by Jones, banked up the wall to Smith, and they're battling for it. O'Brien, Smith, and Jones. Puck comes through the dot, towards the slot, trickles just past the Brookings stick, and Hunter picks the pocket backside. Nice block by O'Brien there in the circle, banked up the wall by Jones, I believe, and battled for by Hunter. Hunter's able to push it out. Smith pushes it to center ice, drop pass to O'Brien, quick shot, and a nice save, but a big rebound over to that far wall. Another shot by Cunningham is gloved up. Cunningham. So now we have Wiley, Dennis, Coakley, McDaniel, and Patefield. Wiley wins it back. Coakley pokes it to the corner. Wiley gives chase down there. They send it all the way over to this far corner. Dennis is going to give chase. They're going to try to work it up the wall. Coakley and McDaniel break that up momentarily. Now it comes out into neutral ice, battling with Brookings all the way into our end. Patefield is going to wrap the net. He puts on the brakes below the net. Pass up to Dennis. Dennis tips it up into neutral ice, but Brookings takes over in neutral ice, and they send it right back down into the zone, over to the far side of the ice. McDaniel will gather this below our net. He rims it up to Dennis. Dennis tries to get the tip pass out, but cannot. Brookings has it on the side of the circle. Quick shot, leg pad save, loose in front, battling for it. Dennis pulls it out backside. Oh, can't quite get it out. Another shot by Brookings is blocked by Patefield, and Coakley on that far wall pushes it up and out. Big change here. In come Peters and Brown over on the far wall. Brookings works it into the zone. Top of the circle, quick shot goes wide in the net over on this near side. Weaver trying to bank it up and out, cannot. Battling for it with him is Jones, trying to work it up the wall. Weaver finally able to push it out. Weaver walks it up to Brown. Brown into the zone. Couple of quick dekes. Brown, quick shot goes through the crease to Peters. Quick shot and a nice block by Brookings. Drop pass to Jones, back to Peters. It trickles all the way through to Weaver in that far corner. Weaver sends it across the slot, and Brookings tries to bounce it out past Cunningham. Cunningham sends it right back down into the zone. Weaver near side corner puts on pressure, goes to the far wall. Brown and Jones are over there. Brookings pulls it to the top of the face-off circle, and here they come. Brookings over the red line, working it back into the zone. Quick shot and a save by Bauer up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off near side dot in the Birds' end. O'Brien, Patefield, Smith, Hunter, and McDaniel here. O'Brien ties it up on the dot, goes down to that near side corner. Patefield trying to go through to McDaniel, comes back to Patefield. Brookings battling for it under our net. Poke it away from Patefield over to that far corner. Change directions, try to go below the net. McDaniel breaks that up, and the puck trickles out top of the circle. Quick shot and a leg pad save. Big rebound. O'Brien tried to poke it, couldn't get a twig on it. Patefield banks it up the near side wall. Smith and O'Brien put pressure on Brookings, and the puck goes down to McDaniel. McDaniel down below the net, facing a Brookings player with no stick. McDaniel up the near side wall, pass over to O'Brien. O'Brien on the far side walks it in. He's got Hunter in the middle here. And O'Brien, quick shot, big rebound in front. Smith, another shot, tipped over to the far corner. They try to clear. Patefield is able to hold. And, oh no, I don't think that came out. I don't know. They call an offside when Patefield, it was on the blue line, but I don't think it actually came out. But we'll have an offside and a faceoff just outside Brookings' zone. We got Cam, Wiley, Coakley, Jones, and Cunningham. Cam pushes it forward into the zone. Cam and Coakley run into each other a little bit there. And so Brookings comes out with the puck. They send it up the near side wall. Banked forward by Wiley. Coakley battles for it. Wiley battles for it along with Jones. Jones gets into the fray here, battling right in front of the Birds bench. Puck comes out. Coakley pokes it into the zone. He chases it down into that far corner. Brookings is going to wrap the net. Come over to the near side. They try to stretch it up the ice, and they do, but this will go for an icing, and we'll have a face-off down in the Brookings end. 7:25 left in the third, still a 2-2 tie. We got Brown, Weaver, Patefield, Peters, and McDaniel. Patefield puts a shot into the slot. Battling for it is Peters. McDaniel sends it off of a Brookings player. Here comes Brookings, 3-on-2 rush, near side wall. McDaniel pushes it to the outside, and a nice tip by McDaniel's stick in the passing lane. And here comes Patefield the other direction, 3-on-2 rush. He gets tied up in the wall, outlets the puck to Weaver, bottom of the circle. He tries to wrap it around. It rolls off the end of his stick. He did have an open crease there. Battling for it now is Weaver on this near side. Hogan and Weaver battling for that puck near side corner. They wrap it over to the far corner, try to work it up that wall. Cut off by Hogan. Nice hip check by Hogan. Weaver sends it down below the net. Brown is going to come over near side. Bank pass up near boards into neutral ice. Jones breaks that up. And now Cunningham pushes it to the outside, and he tips it up and out of play on the shot attempt from the blue line. O'Brien for the faceoff, near side dot, Bird's end. Goes out to the near side wall. O'Brien tries to bank it up and out. Brookings cuts it down with their body, but they go down doing it. Dump the puck below the net over to the far corner. Jones puts pressure on. They dump the puck. O'Brien battles for it in the corner. Hunter comes out with it top side. Quick deke through the circle. Puck rolls through the high slot. And here comes Hunter. Hunter racing over the red line. Has it poked off right at the blue. And Brookings trying to get it out now, and they do. It's going to come all the way down to the top of the circle here for Jones. Jones looks for a stretch pass across the ice and just misses the target, and it goes for an icing. So now we have Cam, McDaniel, Patefield, Brown, and Coakley. Cam battles for the faceoff, goes to push to the bottom of the circle. McDaniel battling for it, gets tied up in the wall. A nice check laid by Cam. Brown comes out to help out. Cam pushes it up to Brown. Brown bounces it up and out through neutral ice. They try to turn it up, and Brown cuts it off. McDaniel sends it through and off a skate, and it pops all the way back down into our end to Patefield. Patefield bank pass up the boards. Coakley right there on the boards battles for that puck along with Patefield trying to dig it out. Coakley does dig it out. Bank pass on the boards, cut off by a Brookings skate. Cam tries to put it through and does. Coakley pokes it off, and Coakley racing into the end, but here comes Brookings. Brookings pokes it forward, send it down into the zone. This is going to bounce below the net. Patefield in that far corner will get to it first. Brookings tries to dump. They walk it through the faceoff circle. Quick shot over the top of the net, over to the near side of the ice. Brown gets pursuit on it. Over to the far corner. Cam will get it, and Cam stretches it up for an icing. So now we have Smith, O'Brien, Hunter, Jones, and Cunningham. O'Brien, far side dot, Bird's end, sends it right to the top of the high slot. Quick shot is blocked by Hogan's stick, I believe. I'm not sure. Hogan, Hunter banking it on the boards. Another quick shot off the side of the frame. Brookings trying to gather. Cunningham rims it over to the far side, but does not clear the zone. And Brookings sends it right back down over to that far corner. Jones is battling for it. They drop it back to the corner again. O'Brien pokes it through all the way up to the blue liner. Brookings blue liner walks it to the middle, has it poked away by Smith, and Smith battling for it near side wall, comes down to Cunningham. They dump it down below the net. Brookings goes for a change, and O'Brien is going to walk this up. O'Brien in those long legs walks it all the way up to Smith, poked off backside. Here comes Brookings. They send it down to the near side corner on the poke from Hunter. Hunter pokes it through the corner, and Brookings sends it right back down to Cunningham. Hunter tries to poke it up and out, but Brookings cuts it off at the wall side of the circle. They send a pass all the way through the slot, gathered by Smith, and Smith just banks it up the near side boards all the way down for an icing. So now we have Cam, Jones, Patefield, Wiley, and McDaniel, I believe. Battling for it on the faceoff dot is Jones. Brookings comes out with a quick shot, deflected wide right of the net. Loose puck down below the net. Patefield slaps it up that far wall. Jones gets a hold of it. He goes to Cam. Cam stretch pass up to Wiley. Wiley walks it into the zone. Couple of quick moves by Wiley, and the puck trickles just to the left of the net down to the near side corner. Brookings tries to stretch it up, and this puck is slowing down, but will go for an icing. 3:27 left in the third, and we have a 2-2 tie still. So now we have O'Brien, Smith, Brown, McDaniel, and Weaver. O'Brien sends the face-off to the near side corner. Brookings wraps it down over to the far side. Brownie gets to it, battling for it on the side of the circle here. Tips to the top of the circle. O'Brien, nice back check there, trying to break that up. Still trying to break it up. Poked off by McDaniel down in our zone. Banked off the wall by O'Brien. And Brookings pulls it out backside, top of the blue line. They send a shot. Bauer sends it over to the far side. Tried to glove it up, couldn't quite get it. Weaver fans on the clear. Bauer has to make another save over the near side wall. O'Brien, McDaniel stretches it up. Brookings has it in neutral ice. They walk it into the zone, send another shot wide right of Bauer. And McDaniel trying to battle it up the boards with O'Brien, and Brookings gets it at the blue line, near side boards here. They dump it back down to the corner. O'Brien battles for it, poked forward by Weaver to Smith. Smith takes the red line, works it down into the zone. Smith a little bit of space, quick shot deflected high and into the netting. So now we have Hunter, Coakley, Jones, Patefield, and Cunningham. Jones will take this face-off. Far side dot, Brookings end. Gets tied up on the dot, goes down to the corner. Hunter tries to poke it through, but Brookings comes up that far wall. They fan on the puck. Now they change directions. They come all the way down to this near side corner. Puck rolling into the corner. Coakley cutting it off at the side of the circle. Coakley trying to dig it out. Brookings pulls it out top side of the circle, bank it out off the boards all the way down, and an icing. Down for that is O'Brien. Brookings centering pass. McDaniel one-on-one with Brookings. Hunter is racing to get back into play. Excellent play by McDaniel and a nice save by Bauer on this shot. Jones pokes it up the boards. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien, one man to beat. O'Brien works it to the center and has it poked off and goes down. Over on the far wall, near side wall pass here by Brookings. They walk it up, send it through neutral ice. Weaver gets a hold of it, bank pass up to Jones. Jones tries to get it through, but it comes back to Weaver. Weaver pokes it forward, pulled out by Hunter. Hunter, quick wrist shot and a save, but it goes down below the net. Hunter battles for the rebound, comes over to the near side corner. Brookings tries to stretch it up the wall, bounces on the top of the stanchion, and Patefield puts it back in, but yeah, I was gonna say, I think it just outside the zone because it bounced on the top of the glass, I believe is what's going on here. Brown takes the face off just outside the zone. It goes to Smith. Smith drops it to Cunningham. Cunningham sends it right down into the zone, but that is an icing because he was about 3 foot behind the red line there when he dumped it in. Brown will battle for this face-off, far side dot, birds in. Brookings comes out with it. They try to spin and take a shot. That's broken up by Smith. Smith dekes towards the center, tries to send it up to Wiley, but it's gathered by Brown. Brown sends a shot that's deflected high up, and Cunningham walks it to the side of the circle, sends a shot that trickles all the way through the slot, and Brookings stretches it all the way up the ice. Slow wobbly puck. Bauer's gonna whip this out, and he does, all the way up to Smith, but we can't quite get it on the stick. And so that'll go for an icing. And Hogan is frustrated on the bench because we cannot buy a stretch pass on target here. O'Brien battles for it, sends it over to the near side wall. McDaniel dumps it below, trying to get Payfield. Cam Hogan stretching up the ice. Payfield banks it off the boards all the way up to Cam. And I think they're calling him offside. But they're lining it up for an icing. So I'm not sure. Maybe. Could be intentional offside coming all the way down. Smith, O'Brien, Patefield, Hunter, and McDaniel. O'Brien for the faceoff here. He sends it back to the corner. Oh, Brookings comes out with a quick shot, big rebound, another quick shot. Oh, and McDaniel ties it up before they can get a third shot on the open side of the net. Hogan goes to Smith. Smith goes to Hunter. Hunter, quick shot, big rebound, poked by Smith. Puck is still loose, and Brookings dumps it towards the near side. McDaniel dumps it down below the net. Smith is going to try to get there in that far corner. He gets tied up by Brookings, but he covers the puck up. O'Brien comes over to help out. Brookings banks it up and out, and Hunter will get to this first. And that is the end of the third period, a 2-2 tie. And do we go 4-on-4, 5-minute overtime? That would be my guess, but we'll see how it goes here.
Take a little break and then we got 5-minute overtime.
All right. So it'll be a full strength overtime, 5-on-5 hockey. And then if it's still a tie after the 5 minutes, we'll have a 5-man shootout, it sounds like. Good sportsmanship by the Brookings tendy here, wishing us good luck as he skates down to his own net. So out there we have Jones, Patefield, O'Brien, Hunter, and Smith. O'Brien battles for the faceoff on the dot, trying to come out with it, tied up and escape. Smith comes out with it near side of the ice. He dumps all the way over to the far corner. Brookings will get to that puck first, but Hunter trying to poke it through over there in that far corner. O'Brien steps in to help him out. They dump it down below. Smith below the net, swipes at it, gets taken down here. Brookings gets up first, but Smith comes out with it backside. Smith changes directions here, works it all the way down below the net, battling two guys. Quick slot pass picked up by O'Brien. No shot off of that pass though. Quick up to Hunter, quick shot, and a goal! And Hunter Hogan wins it in overtime. 31 seconds in, and the Birds win the tournament 3-2 against undefeated Brookings. What a great setup and play by the Birds.
Did that pass come from O'Brien?
Yeah.
Smith and O'Brien both.
And we will see you all next weekend in Marshall. That was hot. I like that a lot.
Thank you.